first time since
Gentlemen
2017. Here we go.
You set us up for that one.
I got y'all. 114-95. Fox with 21. He had 13 in the fourth. 9 assists. Champagny. I love when Champagny just shows up. 19 points for him. Wemby. 14 and 6. Deni finishes with 22 and 4 turnovers. But like I said, first playoff wins series since 2017. And when you watch the games or you listen to people talk about it, you couldn't be more positive. It's very weird, the way they've been speaking about San Antonio, Lou. When you watch them play the last night or this whole series, do you see a team that could actually give OKC a run for their money?
They look sharp. Now, I don't know if you can equate that to their opponent or them just being motivated and ready to play in these playoffs, but they look good from top to bottom. Defensively, they've been brilliant. Offensively, they've taken advantage of everything that's given to them in this game. And they've added something to their resume that I didn't even know they had. They got a little chippy last night.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they had that in their repertoire, where they're willing to get their hands dirty and we can mix it up a little bit. Y'all want to play dirty, we can play dirty too. There was something interesting that I saw in this Spurs team that I hadn't really identified with them as something that was going to be something that they were going to do in this playoff. So when you add all of those things up, I do feel like they look like one of the stronger teams in the Western Conference. Obviously, with the Thunder sweeping Phoenix, this is business as usual as them. That's my line for them. But the Spurs are turning into a business as usual team as well. So now I look forward to the next round and them getting challenged and seeing how they react to that. But they did everything they were supposed to do in this series.
Plus 320, I'd put $1 on that.
Yeah,
I'll put $1 or two.
It's almost like I'm expecting OKC to do what they did.
Oh, okay.
And I'm impressed when San Antonio does it. Like, I'm not impressed.
We'll see it.
Like, I'm not impressed the Thunder swept the Suns. Like, I expected them to do that. I'm impressed, like, how the Spurs handled this series and a young kind of budding team in Portland that plays hard as hell. Like, I love the fact that this team...
They were a play-in team, though.
But for sure. And we talked about next year, too. They're going to be better. They still might be a play-in team because the West is so deep. But they're on to something in Portland. I'm sure we'll get to them. But San Antonio kind of handled this first real playoff series very well in my mind, with Wemby going down, going deep in the bench. De'Aaron Fox has kind of turned into like their closer in a way where they put the ball in his hands.
We had that one game and then he woke up. Now it's like
he gets big buckets down the stretch. You can tell he's just the guy that calms everyone down. You see Keldon Johnson's kind of turning their like emotional leader on the bench, kind of firing them up, not letting them take their foot off the gas. Like, they have a little bit of everything. And now, are they the team that I think can challenge OKC the most? I do. I think they're great. They're still going to have a tough series next, no matter who they play. But this team is really impressive. This is a team that we thought was kind of on the rise in the beginning of the year that's kind of, again, exceeded all expectations, just continued to get better and better, and has turned into a real contender.
Did you also see Wemby after the game wouldn't even shake Deni's hand?
Yeah, I got no problem with that. I like
see
that.
Wemby. Oh, no, I love that.
I almost am mad at Castle for doing it.
I'm mad at
more of a
Thank
thing.
you. I'm mad at everyone else for doing it. After this one, Shaq actually called Wemby the first perfect big man that was ever created.
It's high praise from Shaq.
That is a heck
Shaq
of a
doesn't give
sentence.
anybody credit.
At all.
Especially at the center position.
Yeah, what do you make of that? That's a big word.
That's high praise from Shaq. But again, I've seen Wemby make plays that I haven't seen anybody else make in the history of the game. I talked about it the other day. Usually when a guard goes downhill and a big has to step over and help, that is an easy dump off or that's an easy routine lob. Wemby is guarding both. He's guarding the guard and he's being able to get back and help. I don't think people realize how much ground that he's covering on some of these defensive and some of these possessions. Offensively, how do you guard a guy that has everything in his bag? I still think he's a little too friendly sometimes on the offensive end. I like to see him be way more aggressive in a lot of different scenarios. But again, how do you guard this off the dribble? This is off the dribble. This is a spin move and a fadeaway. Trailing plays. I'm coming down the lane. Defense, I'm helping over. Every single thing that he does is just impactful, whether it's on offense, whether it's on defense. Him just being a presence, it's just hard to deal with.
I will say those words coming from Shaq is even more impressive because we know he doesn't give big guys the credit that they might
He's
deserve.
still at war with Dwight Howard.
But he's not lying. Like, I've never seen an offensively skilled big like Jokic. I've never seen a dominant guy like Shaq, but to do all that in one and the impact he has defensively, I've never seen it before. And again, there's been greats, bigs in the history of the league, but those three in general, when I think about them, like I've never seen a skilled point center like Jokic.
It makes no sense.
I've never seen a physical presence dominating the rim like Shaq. And now Wemby's kind of this combination of everything that's kind of a guard, but so tall and athletic and long. Like, I've never seen someone like him. So he is kind of the perfect big if he can stay healthy. But man, he's unbelievable, and just his presence alone. Like I see grown-ass NBA players like fear even taking shots if he's in the general like vicinity. It is absurd the impact he has defensively. Like,
you guys
it's
are
nuts.
too young for this, but you ever seen the movie Weird Science? They create the perfect woman. This is literally that. Like this, when Shaq says that, that's what I'm imagining. I'm like, the perfect center.
He's insane.
The man created. By the way, watch the movie. It's good. It's got some people's. You'll recognize them.
All
Great
right.
80s movie. Okay, if you're the Spurs, let's just pretend for 1 second. Would you rather play Denver or Minnesota? Go.
Well, I'd rather Minnesota just because Anthony Edwards
And by the way,
is probably going to.
you might get Ant back in the series.
I still would rather them banged up, no DiVincenzo. I think, I think both of them would be tough matchups if fully healthy. And on the flip side, still the Nuggets, you don't know what's going on with Aaron
That was a
Gordon,
great game,
Peyton
though.
Watson, he's out. But yeah, if I'm them, I'd obviously like them to play for another week in the series, fight all the way back down, and be banged up without their best player and another starting player in DiVincenzo. But either way, they're going to have their hands full, because even if Minnesota somehow gets out of the series, they have other guys that can produce. And if not, I'm looking forward to a Wemby-Jokic matchup.
Because that game we got like
That
before the
will
season
be
ended.
insane.
Yeah,
perfection.
if I'm the Spurs, I'd rather play the T-Wolves. But if I'm Lou Will as a fan, I'd rather see them match up with Denver. But yeah, the T-Wolves are banged up, and like Chandler just mentioned, even if they get out of this series, they're still not whole. They still don't have all the pieces that they need for them to be successful, especially with a San Antonio team that can go deep in their bench and get a lot of production from a lot of different guys in a lot of different ways. And so for that, the way Denver's been able to plug and play some of the guys in their rotation, I think they would much rather see the T-Wolves.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy because I look at both of them like it's going to be hard no matter what. Like that's how, as a fan,
that's a fact.
This is going to be difficult. Let's talk a little Deni Avdija. Averaged 22, 7, and 5. Made himself quite the enemy in San Antonio. Love that for him. But is he a
that kind of confused me last night.
Talk to me.
Fox pushed him, and he got teed up last night. What did I miss in
It was
that whole
the
string?
reaction, and then they reviewed it, and it
I liked
wasn't
it.
actually a flagrant play. Maybe he flailed a little bit.
Definitely flailed. Also, shout out to the Spurs Jackals and whoever made that tooth thing in the
Unreal.
brilliant
You see this?
chef's kiss.
There was a fan that held two teeth,
Giant
and one
teeth.
of them just kept chipping it because he has a chipped tooth.
I've never seen it. It was creative as all get out. I've never seen anything like it.
I will say, this dude put
Yeah, is he a
everyone
number one?
on notice.
Okay.
Like, he is an absolute stud. When I watch him play, he is like a more athletic, faster Luka offensively with a tight handle, gets to the rim. Not saying he's a better player than Luka, not even comparing him to Luka, but this guy has got it all. And if he continues to work on his perimeter jump shot and his handle, like he can handle and pick and roll, he can set pick and roll, you can go small with him, you can go big. Like, he is an unbelievable finisher at the rim, and he has put the whole world on notice that he is for real. First-time All-Star. Like, this is someone that you can build around. Washington, you smoked it by trading this dude. Like, my God.
Shocking.
I don't know how or why you did that, but you pair him with Dame Lillard coming back.
I was just going to say.
With this talent they have with Shaden Sharp and Grant and Drew Holiday coming back and Klingon and Scoot.
That's
like,
not awful.
I even like the kids that they put at the end of the game last night. The French kid.
They got
and
a lot of like-sized guys. I'd like to see how they sort it out by next season.
the bigs, like Robert Williams. I'm saying they have a little bit of everything, and we were talking about this before the show. Like, are they a playoff team next year? And then we went through the
And
list.
Dame's coming back. Like, we
I don't-
forget.
The West, again, is so deep, but this kid is a bona fide stud, and I hope he stays healthy because he is an unbelievable talent, especially offensively. He's tough. He talks shit. Like, he gets into it. He plays defense. Like, he does it all. And I hope that this new owner realizes that and
Nope.
pays him.
It doesn't
which
sound like
It
it.
doesn't
everything
sound
you
like
hear,
It doesn't
he's
sound
not
like
paying
it.
By the way,
the janitors.
on a slow day, we're going to get into that guy.
Well,
like, we're going to do about 30 minutes on that.
Well, give me 30 seconds. To not have the young guys travel is
Bruh.
egregious. That is the whole point that you draft these
part of the
guys
experience.
to
Well, he
get
wasn't there
them
for
to
that.
the playoffs so they can understand what it's all about. So to have them stay at home in the playoffs is ridiculous.
We could have a whole
I'm telling you.
On this, but
we're gonna have
as
a
a team and a unit,
Never heard
and a
of such a
family
thing.
and an organization, you don't treat people like
Even
this.
the front office people travel for the playoffs. Everybody is all in playoff basketball. You leave nobody at home.
Thinking
There's a list of things this guy's already done.
thinking at it like
well,
a
I'm gonna
business.
stick to the basketball part of it. I'm gonna stick to the basketball part of it. Playoff basketball is your city versus my city, your organization versus my organization throughout. You don't leave anybody at home, especially somebody who can potentially go out there and be a player for you in the next season to come.
Also, why would you
matter? Remember going to like different cities and you would see like, oh, this team has the craziest catering, or this team, let's just use their gym or their weight room. Like, you remember that come free agency time, and when you're ranking and judging franchises within your own conversation, like, this is a topic. Again, I don't even know how we got here, but it pisses me off.
I said 30 seconds.
This is a topic that will come up with my agent when I'm a free agent. That how these people are treating this company.
Get me out of here.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
By the way, Dame Lillard coming back real quick. What's that ceiling look like, Lou? Because I personally was like, oh yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah, when you add somebody like Dame Lillard, you got to be excited about that. My only issue with it is, like I said, you got a lot of like-sized guys. You're gonna have Drew Holiday, you're gonna have Dame Lillard, you're gonna have Deni, you're gonna have Scoot. You got a lot of guys that do the same type of thing at the same positions. How do you sort that out? Does that give you depth, or does that log jam you at that position? But it's a good problem to have. They got a lot of talent in those areas. But any time that you can add a Dame Lillard, even at 36 years old, whether he turns himself into a standstill shooter or he's going to be the Dame Lillard of old that we know, when you add him to a lineup, you get a better opportunity to win games.
And they get New Orleans pick this year, too, which could be a good one.
I'm telling you, there's something there. There's something there, you guys. We're going to take a very, very
hire a coach,
break.
too.
No, that's another thing. $1.5 million is your salary, so good luck with that.
I'd do it.
For 1.5?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right, like, that's a way to end a segment.
Wow, Tom Dunn didn't hear that.